when he finds us, the question I want to look at is, what do we need to do to make God feel at home? Like what kind of atmosphere in our hearts makes God feel at home? We've had some wonderful experiences and privileges of visitations of the Lord with healing and all different kinds of things that God has done in the Word, He's done in our lives and in our church. And yet these times when God comes and presses in so strongly, and then it leaves, it's like we go, wait a minute, we want more. You don't ever get tired of the presence of the Lord. So what does the Bible teach us? What does God tell us? These are things that make me not just visit, but make me come to dwell. This is where I live. This is, again, the life cycle of the Trinity. When we think in Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, that there is this interactive relationship in their own being with one another, and then Jesus comes and earths that fellowship for us, puts it in human form. And even then, John 17 and verse 26, where Jesus is praying and he says, I want my disciples to know the love you have for me. It's like he wants to bring us into that family fellowship. And Jesus said in John 8:29, he said that the one who sent me is with me. He never leaves me alone, for I always do what pleases him. That's a great word. The one who sent me, the Father, is with me. He never leaves me alone. Why? What made him inhabitable? For God says, that I always do what pleases him. To have a heart that is set on God, I want to please you. I want you to be pleased with my life. And that desire, our desire for that, begins to start us down a road of saying, okay, what are the things that he desires? I wonder sometimes when you're building our churches, and again, I'm not against any of that. I know we build churches and all, but I got to think, what if we built churches that were made to attract God rather than people? Would they be different than what we do now? If we thought we're building, we want somewhere where God will come dwell, where God will come live, what would that look like? And all from the architecture to the inner architecture of our hearts and lives would have to be looked at in a more plain and practical way of where God is actually going to dwell. So we started on this last week, and I want to come back and tie it a little bit further in.